Hello everyone, I am Toy Freddy and welcome to Cooking with Toy Freddy. We have this nice gal who has agreed to be our taste tester. Today's theme is vegetables. So let's start with the appetizer. Going to add this, which is going to give it a little bit of flavor. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of meat because why not? Gotta keep your meat around. And next, we shall put in the broccoli. Okay, let us cut this broccoli. Cut it very precisely. And that should be good enough. Okay. Now that the broccoli's cut up, you're going to want to boil that broccoli. Let it boil for a bit. And once that water is green, add some lemons. And add a bit of pepper. Shake that around. And once it gets real bubbly, you'll let that out. Okay, while we're letting that cool, we're going to fry this in the frying pan. Add some lemon for zestiness. We want to keep it nice and zesty. Okay, that's good. We're going to let that cool down. Now for this thing, you're going to want to cook that up. Just wait a bit. And once it's done, you're going to want to add a bit of lemon to keep that nice and zesty. A bit of pepper. A tiny pinch of salt, or pinch I should say, pinch. And there we go. Okay. The broccoli has now cooled down. We're going to deep fry that broccoli. Okay. Once it gets real bubbly and it's brown, you're going to want to add some ketchup. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Now, for this, we are going to now boil it. Add a bit of lemon, some more lemon. We're going to add some soy sauce. Okay, there we go. And once your water gets pinkish, you're going to let that... Now we're going to cool that down, let that cool down. And we're going to deep fry this as well. Your appetizer is going to be deep fried. Once it's real bubbly, add a bit of hot sauce. Okay. Finally, we're going to do the last thing for our appetizer. We are going to... Now we're not going to blend it. Obviously. Just fry it again. And add some ketchup. And a bit of lemon. And a tiny pinch of salt. And a big amount of pepper. And now we're done. Now our taste tester will taste the food. Once we let it cool off, of course. Okay, now that it's cooled off, we'll let her eat this. She obviously loved it. She sneezed. Maybe she needs to eat more. She doesn't seem to have a reaction to this. Ooh, she seems to love it. Okay. And now for this. There we go. That was the appetizer. Okay, now it's time to make the juice. We're going to make a bit of veggie juice with some mushroom, some corn, and finally, some onion. Okay, you're going to want to boil each of these things first. Always add pepper when boiling, with a pinch of salt. Once the water gets pink, you should let that out. Next, we're going to go with the corn and boil that. Add a pinch of salt and a lot of pepper. And now we'll add some mayonnaise while it's boiling up. And once that water starts doing that and starts getting real shaky, you're going to want to shake your pot. I'm going to stir it around. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Our onion is cooled down. So now we're going to want to deep fry it. You want to deep fry all of these things. It's at a brown, crispy texture. Some pepper. Okay, there we go. Brown and crispy. Deep fry your mushroom. Add some pepper and a pinch of salt and a bit of lemon. And now for the soy sauce. And there we go. And we'll let that out. Nice crispy brown. And finally we'll deep fry this corn. Add your lemon, a lot of pepper, and a pinch of salt. It's nice and brown now. I'm going to let this cool off. Okay, first we'll give her the onion. She liked it. Next we'll give her that. This is of course the main course. And some of that. Next up, we'll make seconds. I'm just kidding. That wasn't even the main course. That was a secondary appetizer. Or maybe it was the appetizer. Who cares? Okay, get some bread, noodles, some rice. Okay, keep that rice there. And finally, a potato. This is going to be our nice food. So, let that deep fry. And there we go. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Now we're going to let that cool off. Okay, next up, you're going to want to fry your rice. Let your rice fry. Add a bit of lemon in there. Ooh, and yes, keep the bread in there boiled. Okay, add some hot sauce to your bread. Give your bread some nice flavor. And now we are done. Next up, you're going to want to take these noodles. And what do you want to do with your noodles? You boil them, obviously. Add a bit of pepper. Lots of pepper, to be honest. Add a bit of salt. Add some ketchup. A bit of soy sauce, and that should be good. Okay. Let that cool off, but we'll feed her the bread first. It's pretty delicious. Next, the rice. After that is the potato. And finally, this. I'm going to add a bit of hot soy sauce, of course. A bit of pepper. Lots of pepper. More pepper. More pepper. More pepper. A bit of ketchup. And mayonnaise. Of course, the disguiser. So she'll eat it, of course. And now she eats it. Of course, she loved it. Okay, next up, after that secondary appetizer to keep her hungry, fed, well nourished. Next up is some vegetable juice. You're gonna want some of this cabbage, another mushroom, and an onion. Okay. Cut up your onion first. Okay, there we go. Then you're going to want to blend this up. Okay. Next, you're going to want to add a bit of lemon in there. A bit of hot sauce, and a bit of soy sauce, some ketchup, and the disguisener, or okay, add some pepper, of course, a bit of salt, finally, more zestiness, there we go. Next up, add your mushroom in there. Okay, that was the first juice. Let's see how she likes it. She loved it so much she fainted. Oh, this is so great. Another taste of it. She loves it so much. Okay. Let's deep fry our cabbage. Add some lemon, pinch of salt, some pepper, soy sauce, hot sauce, ketchup, and the disguisener, otherwise known as mayonnaise. And there we go. Brown. Now we're going to want to cut it up. There we go. Now let's blend this. Okay. All this. Add a bit of lemony zest. And there we go. Add some lemon for, a bit of... Okay, soy sauce is next. And some pepper. Some ketchup. And finally, mayonnaise. Now let's see if she loves it. She loves it so much, I'm sure of it. Let's get rid of this cup. Okay, guess we can't get rid of it. Okay, now for the main course. Carrot. Some of that. Some of this. And a bit of tomato. Okay, let's deal with that tomato first. And let's cut up the tomato in half. And that's good. Next, blend your slices. Blend all of your slices. And yes, blend it. Next, add some ketchup. And now it's perfectly red. There we go. Okay, next up, get your broccoli and fry it. Add a bit of lemon in there while you add it. When it's fried, perfect. Next, get your onion and chop it in half. If you can't get it perfectly in half, that is fine. You're going to want to boil your onion. While you're boiling it, add some soy sauce, of course. And add the broccoli. The broccoli. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna want to cut this carrot. There we go. Okay. Deep fry your carrot slices. Perfect. A bit of salt. And lots of pepper for that good taste. Okay, now it's brown. Okay, now we're going to put this all in the oven. Okay, and perfect. Okay. There we go. So, you're going to want to, blend the rest of this. Okay, there we go. And blend that in. Okay. Next up, deep fry your carrot slices. There we go. Now it's perfectly done. But one more step needs to be done. Need to cut this again. That's perfect. Now we can have our taste tester. See if they love it. Ooh, they loved it so much that they spat it out. Please don't spit on my camera. This costs $4. Okay, onion. Our taste tester seems to love the onion. The onion is really good. Okay, the carrot. Okay, more carrot. More carrot and broccoli. She loved it. Now let's give her a bit of pepper. You're always going to want to smell some pepper. Okay, this concludes Cooking with Toy Freddy. Stay tuned for more episodes.